What are deer doing during the summer? How do you set up a trail camera? Where should you set it up? Why put in a watering trough? What factors impact deer behavior? Where should you set up a feeder? Me and Slade are going to cover that in this video. Me and Slade are headed on a scouting mission. We're going to be deploying some Moultrie Edge cameras on all of our spots, private and public, and just do some work getting spots ready and doing some scouting, seeing what we can get into.
Several more ready to deploy.
Is that enough? Never enough. We pulled all of those off of our property today so we can take them with us. We rode around in the Can-Am. Me, Slade, Gunner went too. He had a great time. It's just fun to ride around in the Can-Am.
We're gonna get these batteries charged up and we're headed north tomorrow. We're gonna get these things redeployed.
A scouting trip or just any hunting trip starts with a trip to Academy for us. Hunting is their core market, so they have a lot of the products. If we've forgotten something or if we need something and we don't have it, they most likely do. What are we picking up?
It's time for a shopping spree.
And you were looking at putting a feeder in one of our spots, which means we have to put together a feeder, which is great bonding time for married couples.
It's really just some wing nuts. They're putting the lids together.
Just like that, our buggy's full.
Where are we gonna put the other stuff?
Corn can go on the bottom.
We need multiple buggies.
We're all stocked up with Moultrie at Academy.
We might could use just one or two.
No, my husband has a trail camera problem. It's bad. So we're getting the feeder and the cameras from Moultrie at Academy. They're well stocked up here. We use their Edge cameras. They have the Edge 2 in stock, the Edge 3. They have Edge 3 2-packs, and they have the Edge Solars.
Just because I
He's
can't.
really going to get a second buggy.
We needed a second.
Slade's corn buggy. Product you can get at Academy I really want to point out is this Magellan gearbox. It's waterproof, it has an O-ring seal around it, and they're making them with these bottomland lids. These are essential for carrying gear in the back of our truck across the country. And we are on to our first spot. We picked the hardest to do first because we're installing a watering trough. This company, Earth Pond, sent it to Slade. Though I do see the benefit, I've never done this before, so we're about to learn together. While they're doing all that, I'm gonna set up this Moultrie Edge 4. I'm gonna put it on this tree, pointed towards the trough that we're putting in. Thank goodness we had local friends Will and Andrew who helped us out a lot with this. I'm setting up the trail camera on the watering trough. But say it wasn't there, I would identify a deer sign like beat down trail, tracks, droppings, rubs, scrapes. So this is the setup process. It's pretty easy. You just open this flap, you scan this QR code on the inside. It'll take you to log in. This is where you choose your plan. You can be billed annually or monthly. This is the tier with different advantages and benefits. We do monthly unlimited. Then you'll be prompted to set it up in the Moultrie app. It'll say set up Edge 4. That's the ID. You'll see this ID matches what's on the inside. I already did the battery. That's what it's telling me to do. Name your camera. We'll call it the watering hole. I do keep Edge 4 in there so I can know what model camera I have where. Mount and aim your camera. So we're using live aim right now. That's how you can tell your camera is pointed where you want it to be pointed. You have to be in range of the camera. You just turn it on while you're standing right next to it, and you adjust the camera as necessary so that your target, what you want to see, is right in the middle of the camera, right in the middle of the action. And that looks good, so we're going to go with it. And there we have it. We deployed it successfully. And we see it in our devices list. You can also see that it's connected here. So this is our watering hole. It's by Earth Pond. It's made of fiberglass and a dirt mixture, so it looks really natural. It blends in with the dirt. It doesn't look like a random piece of plastic or anything. Deer do really like standing water, so we're hoping we can provide that for them. They'll stop, check it out, and then, you know, we got the Moultrie up, so we're going to watch their behavior and set up here this fall.
Might be in that tree right there, and you know, you can give them that meh right before they walk by, about 20-yard shot. Good thing about these is it keeps the mud away from the water, the dirt, so you don't have the mud, which helps with the prevention of EHD. We did not bring enough coolers. We got it about halfway full, but I think that's going to be it for today.
And we are on some travel corridors, right?
Yeah,
we have some
major trails. Yeah, a couple of really good rub lines. It looks like 2 or 3 are convenient here, and then obviously got this edge right here.
Headed to the beans.
Yep, standing beans. Gonna get a little winter plot, hopefully planted here. Just be a little transition area. It's one of the best wood blocks for about a mile stretch, so.
It was hard work, and it was a hot day.
Yep, had some good help with Andrew and Will, and Macy was over here getting after it too, so.
Me and Slade are out here looking for deer. We love to ride around in the early mornings and the late evenings and look for big deer up here. They're more likely to bed down in the middle of the day because it's so hot in the summertime. But you come out to a field right as the sun's setting. We come up in the summer to find these deer, and just because you find one in the summertime doesn't mean where you find it is where you might harvest it in the fall. A lot changes before then. There's like a million factors. One, there's going to be crop change. There's a lot of ag up here where we're hunting. Food changes everything. As hunting pressure increases, that'll change deer behavior. As the rut kicks in, that changes everything. But coming up here and finding out where they're at right now is just one piece of the puzzle, and from now until the end of January when we stop hunting, it's just going to be one big puzzle to figure out. But another part of why we come up here is we put out these Moultrie Edge trail cameras to get the intel. We live over 7 hours from this spot that we're hunting, so we really need to deploy a lot of cameras, get those pictures coming to our phone just to figure out what's happening. The more information we can get, the more prepared we are for the fall. So I can't express that enough. Moultrie Edge trail cameras are great to have on your spots close to the house, really anywhere, but especially those spots far away that you can't get to on a daily basis. You might be coming up a weekend here, a weekend there. You just need a camera that's not going to cause you problems, and it's going to get you high quality images. Another thing that I think is really cool to see is these bucks in the summertime, even into the late summer and maybe early fall, these bucks are hanging out in bachelor groups. You'll see a bunch of bucks just hanging out until eventually they split up, the rut kicks in, and they hate each other. You know, they're all chasing the does after that. You'll pull up to a field and they'll all pick their head up out of the beans and you'll just see big racks. It's kind of thrilling. This is what we do in our free time. We are checking out a new property. Gonna put a few cameras out, half mile in to where we want to go, and half out. Should get some good steps in.
Really looking at how the neighboring properties have kind of funnels or little feeder systems that come into this property. So thinking the deer that aren't living on you, or how these deer travel back and forth through this property. Here we got basically a fence line tree row that runs for miles. So in my mind, I could see them coming straight down that fence row, hitting this cornfield right here, coming into these hardwoods, headed to the lake we have on our property. So yeah, when you don't have, you're not hunting over bait, you gotta get creative on finding the main trails, and this is also just an edge of kind of 3 different habitats: cornfield, hardwoods, thick bedding area. So hopefully we'll catch them crossing in here some which way.
But one highlight about this spot is that we have found so many wild mulberry trees. I made a video about this because there's one in our backyard. The fruit, the mulberry is so sweet, and we have been snacking on them this whole ride. This spot is like completely flooded by the river, which we didn't anticipate, but you know, that's why we're here in the summer checking it out. Now we know. Might come back in the late summer or early fall, put a trail camera out when we can actually access it. I'm about to die. 50 pounds on my back. Yeah. So Slade is gonna go get the batteries that go on this. It takes 4 AA, we kind of forgot that, but we do have some in the truck. This is the spin feeder that will go underneath and it'll shoot out corn. While he's doing that, I'm gonna continue to get the legs on. It is so simple. I can do it unsupervised, you know. Guys, I think it's done. Guys, it is all put together. That was super simple. We're gonna place it about right here. This is where we're gonna put it until Slade comes back and tinkers with it. Gets it just like he wants it. I could have put this up by myself, y'all. That's how simple the Moultrie feeders are. You have the 2 pieces that come together. You have these that form the legs. Then you have a bolt and a wing nut. You just twist them on all the way around. I love this spot. It's one of my favorite spots. I have killed a deer here. It was 3 years ago. It was the opening day of bow season. Came up here the night before. Sat the next morning, got him at like 7 o'clock. It was a thrilling hunt. I want to say thrilling. I mean, every hunt that you kill is thrilling, right? It just happened so quick. Within 30 minutes of sitting down in that stand right there, I got my first archery buck. I just put this on, which will send out like a little snack size portion. Okay, we got it set up and you're drenched.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you have any basic advice for setting up a feeder? Someone watching if they want to set one up on their property.
Yeah, I mean, biggest thing is finding, you kind of want to find it close to the trails they're already using and also in good position to where you're going to be hunting. But also think about access. We want to be able to get in here easy, fill it up with a minimal amount of scent, and then also get in and hunt and be able to be downwind of the feeder so that, anything coming by to check it doesn't smell you. So that's the plan. We got this thing set up. The good thing about the spin feeder, we can limit how much the deer are eating. There's so many deer in this block right here that they'll eat 100 pounds of corn a night if you put it on the ground. So this way we can spread it out a little bit, make it last a little longer, and hopefully get a shot opportunity here before long.
Getting in here did not feel easy. We came up with like 4 bags of corn up a hill.